All right, in this video, we're going to talk about multiplicities. And so associations or relationships between classes can also be marked with multiplicities. Those multiplicities indicate the range of the number of elements involved in the relationship. All right, and so some common multiplicities that we might have are 0 or more, which is indicated by an asterisk, and this would be marked on the relationship arrows in the UML diagram. 1 or more, which is indicated by 1 dot dot and the asterisk. And here I have a typo. This one should say 0 or 1. Okay, so 0 or 1 would be indicated 0 dot dot 1. And then exactly 1 would be indicated with a 1 here. Okay. So let's go through and work through this example. It says, consider an online course registration system that allows students to add and drop classes at a university. Give the multiplicities between these class pairs. All right, so the first one is student and course. All right, and so how this works in the UML diagram, right, is a student is in one or more courses. Okay, so that's how it would go. So start over here. A student is enrolled in one or more courses. You might say, well, you can be a student and not take any courses, but think about, if we did that at our school, then you probably wouldn't be exactly considered a student at that point. So I wouldn't argue with 0 or more courses. That would be fine. So again, this is not totally set in stone either. You might have different viewpoints. And a course consists of 0 or more students, right? Sometimes we'll have a course and then nobody signs up for it, right? So a course can have 0 or more students. And it would, be canceled and go away eventually, but it is possible for a course to have 0 students. All right, part B, we have courses and sections. So a course can have 0 or more sections, right? So, if you think about a course like English 1101, right, it can have lots of sections. And sometimes, courses aren't offered in a particular semester, so you might have 0 or more sections of a course. Section has exactly one course, right? Generally speaking. Now so given a particular class, a section, all right, then it belongs to only one course here. Now you might say, hey, well, what if it's cross-listed, right? That doesn't happen a huge amount at our school, but in other schools it does. So you might have, multiple classes in that way. All right, here a section has 1 or more instructors, right? Now you might say, well, what if this instructor hasn't been announced? But pretty much, right, you're going to have at least one instructor, right? Usually it listed as staff, TBA, or something like that. So again, I wouldn't argue with 0 or more on this one either. An instructor has one or more sections that they're responsible for, right? Sometimes teachers will take at bigger universities will take a day off, right, or a sabbatical, right? That's a semester off in which they don't teach. So you could say, well, um, why don't you have 0 or more? And that's fine as well. That doesn't happen a whole lot in our school. So, all right, each section has 0 or more rooms, right? So some sections will meet aren't assigned rooms, right? Yet. So, for instance, when they're trying to figure out where all the classes are going to meet, right, it might not have been assigned a room. And some sections have multiple rooms, right? So if you have like a science class, it typically has a lecture and a lab, so it could have multiple rooms. A room has 0 or more sections, so sometimes rooms are not used, right, in a particular semester. That doesn't happen too much at our campus, but it could be the case. And rooms could have multiple sections that meet, right, in that room. All right, and so now on Visio, what you would do is see, right click and actually let's see. Let's see where that is at. Oh, it's under the, sorry. It's show multiplicity right here. And then you can edit it. Edit text and then, you know, like so. So that's what you do. So right click and then click, put the check mark with show multiplicity in Visio. If you want to turn it off, you would do it like that. And then just edit, right click, left click right on the multiplicity, and then right click and edit text to change it. Okay, and so that is it on this one.